Hi, welcome to Wilder Side. I'm David, and today I'd like to introduce a new solution for a new kayak model, and that is for the Wilderness Recon 120. In this video, we're gonna jump into the design studio and allow you to take a look behind the scenes at our solution. Go on the website, take a look at what it looks like there, as well as come back in the studio and take a look at an actual physical mount of the Freedom Launcher that goes on that particular kayak. So we're really excited. Hey, but before I jump into the details, I just want to say we're planning to make more videos like this. So if this is a video that's of interest to you, that you go down and subscribe if you haven't already to this channel so you're notified about new videos coming out. I'll also talk about a special that's running between now and Black Friday. So hang on and let's jump in the studio and take a look at the Freedom Launcher solution for the Wilderness Recon 120. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the offering on the website first. If you go to wilderside.life, landing gear, shop landing gear, and then scroll down, you'll see that this blue product, classic Wilderness Recon 120, and then it basically behaves like all other sportsman products. You have your choices for crossbar color, wheel options, as well as the Freedom Bracket trim color. And if you expand on this, you'll see that there are some renderings of the solution. I don't have a Recon. I haven't been able to get pictures yet on any customer boats. So what I use is the manufacturer's pictures and then do a 3D model of the landing gear. I also have a kind of a crude model of the seat so you can see how that interacts with the crossbar. In this case, we've mounted the crossbar about as far forward as possible. We're mounting in the rear tank well area just inside the gunnel, and there is a steep edge there that we had to negotiate and came up with a new mount to work with that. So you'll see that there is basically a 5-degree leg sweep on that leg as it is in the stowed position. Scroll around, you can see the legs deployed, what it would look like in that circumstance. And then there is a side view in the deployed. And yeah, if you go and take a look at the solution, what we came up with is basically the basic blind bracket mount. So in other words, because there really appears to be only two places to have hull access, either this small hatch in the rear or the large hatch in front. In order to get underneath where the mounting solution needs to be, if you don't have easy hand access, what we'll have will be a blind bracket underneath the hull that you screw into with these long leg bolts. And then because of the tall gunnel nature on the Recon 120, we have two 1-inch spacers that raise the gorilla bracket so the crossbar clears the hull without any issue. So this is what it looks like. We'll go more into this and actually show you a physical replica of the mounting group as well. So this is what the kit looks like as delivered after you've unpacked it and laid it out. And you can see that there's the crossbar finished on one side, the 5-degree leg, 5-degree crossbar, 5-degree legs. There's one axle. Here's the other axle. Standard C-tug wheels. There's your Freedom bracket. There's the axle kit. There's the Freedom bracket attachment kit. There's the handle hardware kit that goes on to the handles, the springs that go on the legs and lock the locking pin in place into the Freedom bracket. And then over here on the bottom right, you'll see the mounting group as we discussed. This is what an assembled Freedom Launcher looks like with a 5-degree leg sweep. It does not have the actual mounting group installed. This is actually a track mount, but it gives you a perspective of what the Freedom bracket, or excuse me, the Freedom Launcher looks like once it's assembled and sitting on a table with a white background. This does have the optional black crossbar that comes with an upcharge. And then examples of, so there's 3 trim colors. You've got the Michigan white, the camo tan, or the safety orange, and those are coordinated on either side of the freedom bracket, just to allow the whole system to better match and either accent or blend in with your kayak color. So that's what you're going to see on the website. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what the solution looks like in the 3D model. This is what the 3D model looks like. Again, I just model, since I don't have a 3D model of the kayak, I simply superimpose the plan view from the manufacturer onto the exact dimensions of the kayak that I get from the manufacturer, and then that's what the whole system looks like. So the Freedom Launcher is modeled in 3D. I've added a crude seat just so you can kind of see how it interplays with the whole system. And of course we can raise the legs up or down, but in the stowed position you get a pretty good handle of what things look like. So here's a still, and again, when we talk about the leg sweep angle, is actually that angle between the crossbar and the leg is actually 85 degrees. So we've tilted the leg in 5 degrees to better fit the leg closer to the gunnel and have a tidier look. So I did get this picture from Zoffinger. He did a review of the Wilderness Recon 120 HD. Helped me see the height of the gunnel, and I've taken a look at this in a show, but it was just nice to have a picture. And you can see approximately, I've marked up approximately where the front and the rear location on the left-hand side of the freedom bracket would go from the model. And again, we have a little over 2 inches of clearance to get over the side of the gunnel, and then swing the crossbar on either side of that. You've seen a picture of the mounting group and how it all goes together and assembles. We're going to take a look real briefly at that right now. There is an assembly video out on the Product Resources webpage, but basically you can see that there are 2 long bolts that go into the blind bracket that goes underneath the kayak. This is what really supports the weight of the kayak and then transfers the load to the gorilla bracket that then gets transferred to the crossbar. The 2 center bolts go through the crossbar, and that's a hard connection that you'll drill using these holes as pilots. These holes can be pilots to drill through your kayak, and you'll have to fish this with some bullets, some rigging bullets or something, but it all goes together like so, with the kayak deck between the blind bracket underneath and the spacer on top. So yeah, that's about it. We've already seen this kit online, and so I won't talk about it more there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move into the studio and take a look at the mount. So here we are, and what I've done is I've assembled one side of the mounting group 21 that is the solution for the Recon 120. As you can see, we've got these spacers here, and once you get it installed, you're going to have, you know, the kayak deck right in here. There's some extra threads there in case you want to add a little extra material on top of the EVA foam or underneath here. I don't think you'll need it. This is the same bracket that we're using on the Hobie PA12, PA14, carrying big heavy boats. It has performed exceptionally well, and like all the mounts really, actually. And so this is just letting you a chance to see the hardware in action with an assembled unit. Of course, it will also come with the the mounting bolts that go through the center holes here, and so you'll get the whole thing in a nice tidy kit. In fact, all mounting groups are going to come in a box like this. It's marked with which mounting group you've got, so you know exactly right away that this matches the bill of materials. Every Freedom launcher comes with its own unique bill of materials, so you know exactly how your kit's been built. If there's any service needs, you know what parts are installed. So that is what the mounting group looks like for the Wilderness Recon 120. And certainly if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out. Just want to make a note that currently we're running a special on shipping, so shipping costs have been reduced, as well as there are two offers for either a free upgrade to the anodized Freedom bracket or $50 off your Freedom launcher. You can choose one of those offers and use a discount code that I describe in both a blog post online as well as a YouTube video. Take a look at that. Those offers are good through Black Friday of 2024. So if you want to save a few bucks or have a higher upgrade on a Freedom launcher, now is a great time to do it. Meanwhile, we're continuing to get inquiries from interested customers. We have many happy customers. In fact, we have now sold solutions to over 30 different kayak hull designs. Many more than I really was expecting. But that's great because we're developing new solutions like this for various either through hull mounts like this or track mounts. I'll be creating another video very similar to this for the Titan X solution that we've just had on the market for a few months. And yeah, so thanks for joining us today. I hope this has been informative and helpful to you in your buying decision. We'd love to have you as a customer at Wilderside. We'll take care of you. We have happy customers, and hope that you are safe out there on the ramps and on the water. And until next time, tight lines.